All right, all right, all right. Shalom, shalom, and shalom, Sister Deborah, coming this Sabbath morning with a message. And this message is going to cover the power. The power. Let me say that again. The power. Mm, 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 mm. We live in a world today that seems to not give glory and honor, that seems not to recognize this one that holds all power. And just imagine, he that hold this power in which I'm about to speak on is the power over all things, whether it is seen or unseen, whether it is righteous or unrighteous, whether it is the good of the light or the evil of the darkness. No matter what, this power is the power that has brought all things forth. Just imagine that. Just imagine that. Let me just give you a slight picture. Just imagine I birthed every human being on the face of the earth. I have birthed every human being on the earth. And every human being in which I have birthed never known me. Just wondering what all that is. Just imagine that. Well, that's this power that I'm speaking about this morning. It has created all things, the seen and the unseen. This power has created. And everything that has the breath by this power, except not the power itself. That's deep. Everything that received the breath of that power still today receive not in their living the power. They have not and they will not receive the power. But that power is what created. That power is what molded and shaped us. That power is what we're breathing on. It is that power that caused our heart to beat, our eyes to see, our ears to hear. This is the power that has been fully 100% denied, even to this year of 2025, November of 2025. This power itself has not been received. Many people are teaching and preaching on many of these devil platforms. And people have decided to worship without the power. The power itself also have created everybody from the stars to the moon to the sun to the oceans, of even the waves of the ocean, to everything that exists. It has given its power so that you can exist. What kind of power is that allow all of its power to be created and have everything functioning, and everything that is created and functioning recognize not the power? The world is missing the power, y'all. They missing the power. And if the world and everything in it is missing the power, then they missing the truth. And if they missing the power and the truth, they don't have the true creator. So they created their own. They created their own belief, their own God. That's why you got so many different denominations. Because everybody wants to feel and think and portray that they're serving this one that is the creator. But Yah wants me to let you know, you don't have anything in you that respects the power. That's where the problem was and is and shall always be, to the very day where he take in those who took in his power. That new Jerusalem is created for those who have accepted that power of who he is. Because in me, I can feel that I knew all the time that there was something that divided everyone up. I knew it. I just couldn't pinpoint it. I knew that heaven had put one here and one here. I knew that he had put one here and one here, one here and one here. I knew that he that hold all power had ordered everything and every human being to go in a direction according to that power. And I speak to you today on behalf of that power. This is what all the religions, the denominations, the people are missing, is the power of he that created all things. That power that gave you life. That power that created you with those powerful hands. That power that when he breathed into you with the power of who he is, he gave you something that even today, November to 2025, you still have no idea that that's how you got a spirit. Because that power, when it breathed you the breath, it was only breathing the breath into a spirit, like into his spirit. He gave you a spirit. That power is what people have forsaken and turned to a different power. And that's the power of the flesh. And the power of the flesh rests in the darkness. Let me take you to the Gospel of John, a place that I've gone over and over and over. In the book of the Gospel of John, chapter 1. In the book of the Gospel, according to John, chapter 1. And it says, let's only rest right here on chapter 1 and verse 5. Chapter 1 and verse 5 says, and the light shineth in darkness, and the darkness comprehend it not. What was it that the darkness comprehend not? It was the power of the breath of life that had given you a light. It breathed into your nostrils the light. But the darkness in which the light entered therein, comprehend it not. That's the power that is in full denial yesterday, today, until eternal. When the Father will reveal himself in his own power. I think about that power and watch how he's allowing things to be what it is, what it's been hidden to be. He's not. Yesterday I spoke on, he says, don't be getting ready, be ready. 99.9 wouldn't get what you're saying because they are without the power to comprehend what is being said. Same thing with the breath of life, the breath of life was blown into you. And when it was the breath itself blew into you like a balloon, you blow a balloon and it becomes nothing, just sitting there to something. When he blew in the breath of life, and that breath, can you see? Just blow. Can you see what you're blowing? No, you can't. No, you can't. Put your hand up there. Blow. Can you feel it? Yes, you can. Two things. You can't see it, but you can feel it. You can't see it, but you can feel it. So we know that the breath is present. Well, Yah wants you to know this morning on such a wonderful Sabbath day that the light in which he blown in you, your flesh comprehend it not. That same reason why the power still yet today have not been accepted. It is void in the hearts, the minds, the eye, the ears of that which was in the Gospel of John, chapter 1, verse 4. The light, Deborah, shineth, but the darkness, which is the flesh, refused to comprehend it. Y'all want you to know that's how his power is. That you continue to deny. It's not about what you think in your flesh. That your mind tell you, I believe, I believe, I believe. It's what Yah's power quicken you to believe. This is what is missing. People have no idea. You can't know his name. You can't know him. You can't have a relationship with him. You can't not serve him. You cannot worship him. You cannot, how would I say, exalt him. Not he that holds all power. Now you can, and you are. And it would always be that you will worship something, but you will worship that one that's in you that you've told yourself is he. But Yah wants you to understand this morning. And that is that the power is not what you believe. Because the world loves its own. And the world does not accept the power. The world does not accept the power. But what is it that the world accept? Oh, they accept something. Their way of seeing the Creator, the God of their heart, the God of their understanding, the God of their belief, the God of their tradition, the God that follows their way, the God that makes them feel comfortable in choosing him based on them. This is what this world is actually living on. Their own created God. And this own created God has, and it is making people live in this earth so comfortable, so at ease, so at peace. This is why they cannot see that they're missing the main thing. And that is the God that they have built up within their heart, within their mind, within their worship. They even go into their closet and pray. They will pray day and night. How would the Muslim? They will bow down to the west or to the east or whatever. They will worship and praise a God of no power. And that's what people are embedded in this day. Is serving the most, no, I ain't gonna say the most high. They're serving their God in a way that brings them comfortable, that brings them to this comfortable feeling. That's how the Catholics so comfortable. And all these demonic things that they're doing within their church, within their religion. That's how the Christians. Same way, much hate, much what is it? Racist, and hate loaded. As long as they can build their God under no power, they are content. But Sister Deborah come to tell you, those that take heed and hear my voice, Yah wants you to know you're not serving him. Because to serve him, to represent him, to be in the lane in which he is in, you got to have the understanding and the power therein. So go right ahead. Serve your God to the utmost, because what people have done in their hearts and their mind, they have made their God so powerful, so forgiving, so everything, to where they failed to understand. See if your God save you with the power you have invested in him, since he's so powerful. The power that the flesh enjoy in their God is the power that allowed them to do whatever they wanted, how they wanted, in the way they wanted. To make right, wrong, wrong, right. To make evil good and good evil. To make bitter, sweet, sweet, bitter. To make the light dark and the dark light. This is the power in which the world sees to be their God. It's the God that make me feel that I'm in there. The God that make me feel I'm lining up with him. I have him living in me. I have him because I know I have him. I have him because I'm going in the same direction he's going in. They're serving a God with no power. And they are fully content. And they should be. They should be. Because when you really look at the Gospel of John, chapter 1, verse 4, 5, when it tells you, the light shineth, but the darkness comprehended not. It's letting you know the spirit shineth that was blown in you, but your flesh can comprehend it not. So it lives out. Your spirit lives out the way of your flesh. The reason why people can't turn from one way or another, the reason why people can't go in the way of what is right, what is righteous, or even the way that represent the Most High Yah, in a way of dying to your emotions and your feelings and your personal opinion and living in that light, which is the righteous route. They rather die to anything that represents a God that interferes with their authority, their power, their doing, the way they want to think, the way they want to feel, their itchy ears. They don't deal with nothing but that which follow their order. Now, I realize that when I always ask the Father, when Father, they doing this, you letting them do this, Father, they doing this, they not exalting you, they're not praising you, they could care less. You think any of that moves the Most High Yah? No, because he's telling me, Deborah, this didn't start when you come on the scene. This is how it has always been. And this is how it's going to go. Because the things that's coming upon the earth was assigned by that same power that we think man is in control of. We think that the power of the system and the government is in control. No, that same power that each and every last one of you keep denying because you build up in yourself your own God. And you think that he has to serve you. And you think that he has to go the route and the way that you are going. And the way that you think, the way that you feel, the way that you understand it, the way of your wisdom, the way of your knowledge. That's an idol God that you have built up in your heart. That type of build up cannot be removed. It cannot be removed. So remember yesterday, he said, don't be getting ready, be ready. See, you can't even get ready now because what you have built up in your heart is so rooted in you. You can't get ready. You had to have already been ready. You see? And that's also the power because it knows who's who. People spend so much time worshiping, serving, and idling and praising their God. Why? Because their God is meeting their needs. Their God got them thinking things are going so smooth, it's going my way, and everything else, ain't nothing. It even make people think that everything they have is about their God giving it to them to the point where they feel that they belong to God based on what they have. So Sister Deborah said that, send that powerful word. He say not getting ready, be ready. And that's something those who have idled themselves and served themselves and got pleasure out of portraying that they serve a God, but they serving their ideal of a God that allow them to have him their way. That's an idol God. You see, the Most High is all power because he hath created all things. No, people don't want that. They want the one that makes them feel that their living is just, upright, it's righteous, holy. That's the sort of God individuals have placed in their heart. And being ready means if he came today, it wouldn't be nothing you'd be out there trying to get ready. You'd be already ready in him. And if you took these years of your living and you have portrayed it as if you are with the Creator already, you're a long ways from being ready. A lot of people look at even their actions, their doings, their work, their fruit. So what? I don't have none of that. I don't need none of that. Why? Because they talking about their own God that's powerless. Because their God is powerless because he, the God of all power, already let us know that he poured out gifts. Where is your gift? That the true power of a creator has poured out from the kingdom. Where is yours? Even these individuals would and can and could curse the one that has the power and smile after they do so. Why? Look at how they killed all the servants that Yah sent. with a smile, with the gladness. There is said that there's going to be two witnesses. And after they see these witnesses destroyed, they're going to be giving gifts to one another. Happy that they destroyed. So they think that they happy because the one that came down by the real power is now lying in the streets 3 days. So it's time to party. Let's give each other gifts. They did. You see what I'm saying? These are people, y'all, who worship a different God. The God of all power. They worship not. So my message this morning is the Father wants you to know that you serve not him because he is all power. And individuals want to claim him and name him and frame him in a way that they can put him up in their own ideal of power. He said, go quick, do so. Because if you out there do not understand the Most High Yah, the true creator of heavens and earth, if you understand not the power, you understand not life, you understand not death, you understand nothing on the earth outside of what your flesh keep telling you. That's your understanding. But to understand anything that's in the light, to understand anything that's under the power, the authority of he that has created all things, 99.9 religions are missing the power. And look how they upheld. Look how they are upheld with all the things of the world is in their hands. Look at that. To where individuals think they are the true power. Their God is the true God. Everything on this earth base a God based on what people have. So what happens? The God of Abraham and Isaac or the God of Mammon? They serve the God of Mammon. And their God has been proven to be the true God within themselves. Because Mammon has given the people the mindset that that is what a true God should be like. One that owns all the things that's on the earth. One that's enriches in the things of the wealth. And not even those that are even in the wealth. Those who are not even in the wealth still serve those that are. They believe that the true God is the God of Mammon. And that is their God. Not out of their mouth, but in their heart. It rests therein. And it's not going anywhere. So when he say be ready and not getting ready, it's because many are not ready. So they can't be ready. The power is what all religions have not, said the Most High Yah. That's a powerful thing for me today, this morning, because I just learned that. I learned just that moment I spoke. That's what they're missing. That identify. They serve other gods. That's what it means when it says you can't worship Mammon and Yah. You know why? Because they're two different kind of gods. And the fake God is caught up in Mammon. It's a worship form for them. It's an idol for them. It means so much to them. It controls their thoughts. It controls their hearts. It controls their lifestyle. It controls their willpower. It controls over their righteousness. It control over their jest. Mammon. It'll cause a person that's standing straight turn upside down and try to walk. That's what it does to them. It identifies them. So just understanding right this moment, that's the reason why they got the two standing side by side, because these are what one would think and try to divide which one is the true creator. Man has chosen mammon. And when they choose mammon, mammon caused them to believe that it is power because of what they have. It is not connected to wealth and only wealth. Mammon is a mind controller. It is a way individual train their mind to believe that mammon is the most important thing to them in their living, to where they make it a god of their living. They make it a god of their life, and they live by it. Mammon moves people's minds in so many different negative ways. Whether you're poor or whether you're rich, mammon controls people from the inside out, from the outside in. So that's why mammon is considered a god. It's the god of this earth that has no power over the earth, but it has the power over the mind and heart of man. So this earth is without understanding of the power of the creator of the earth. Because once you understand the Most High Yah power, you realize that's the power that also allowed the mammon to exist. He didn't give mammon power. Man gave mammon power. With mammon, people feel they have power. They feel they have authority. It is a form of their God because they live by it. They feel by it. They act by it. They conduct themselves by it. They kill by it. Everything in mammon is that which is a creator to them that gives them power. It's a power struggle. It ain't even a struggle. It's a power thing. It's a strictly a power thing. But Yah says that even that, Deborah, I created it to be. You think that I'm worried about mammon? Not so. Because I'm the creator of all things. And just because all things, when it come down to human, chooses a different God over the God of all power, doesn't mean that the God of all power need to bring forth, destroy at an instant the power, not the power, but the God that they serve. It's no need for that. Because the whole idea is it's going to bring us to a level of what is happening today. And what is happening today is set there that we may see the power in which we forsaken with our own eyes. We may hear it with our own ears. We're going to feel that thing. And one might say, feel what? The power in which you have denied. It's coming up out of the things that comes to destroy you and your so-called God, to the point where you're going to look for power out of your own God, and there shall not be. You're going to look for help out of your own God, and it shall not be. You're going to look for healing out of your own God, and it shall not be. You're going to look to be saved out of your own God, and it shall not save you. To where people are going to then see that the God of themselves never had power. Never had power. So when I look into Revelation, I begin to see all these things that carry power. That's the revelation. It's bringing that power that man has forsaken. These thousands and thousands of years. The true power has risen. And this is what you're going to see on the earth. It's coming to reveal itself. Actually, it's coming to prove itself. That not only was it the power that reside in the beginning of creation, but it is the power over the end of creation. I think about even him choosing the people, the worst of the worst. It's because he wants you to see something. That he was the power over all things. Even the worst of the worst will he show his power therein. So the revelation is a part of showing you how the world has denied the Most High Yah and his power all the way thousands of years until the day in which he has appointed that now arise the power that has been denied all these years is coming at the end. And it's called in that day. In that day is representing a power that's coming. And it's going to show up and show out. It's going to reveal who's who and what's what. And then you're going to see a small remnant of that power that was sealed, that was representing that power all the time. And then will the earth see it. Now, let me give you a glimpse of it. You hear how all these signs and wonders of all these things that's going to come upon the earth, but yet it's not going to change people. It's not going to bring any type of correction in them. That's what a lot of people don't know. Revelation is not coming to bring revelation. It's not coming to bring revelation. It's not coming to bring a person that's crooked straight. It's coming to show you who had the power all the time that you denied. Many people have not and will not and shall not understand how being ready versus getting ready. Because people would try to jump, even in this day, portray, hey, I got my ticket to the kingdom, I got my passport to the promised land, and I got the keys to the king. I got the keys to the door. Y'all ain't gonna bother them. He's letting them. He's letting them keep that state of mind. But in all things, he already know. These are people who have used mammon to be their God. Mammon has no power. It is that power of mammon that make people mind get out of whack. And they think mammon to be something that it is not. It has no power. The power that mammon has is the same power that we have given Satan. We within us and in us have given that power to something that is powerless. And that's when you start to serve it as a God. And he's going to let you know there's nothing that you thought that was power is going to save you. So you ain't going to be able to get ready. You know, like the 10 virgins was going to prepare and go get oil and so on. No. Even those that had oil told them, no, go buy the, no, you can't tell them to go get this. They had to have been ready, not getting ready. You see, the talents, those that were producing for the kingdom throughout the time they were given the talents. But then you had one that wanted to sit back with they one talent and figure it's going to get them to where they need to go. If I just hide this and save this and put it under there, I'm going to be included too. I heard that one was sent to the lake of fire. Why? Because he hid something thinking. Really, it's about him and him only. You know what that is tied to? Works that people feel that they have not any concern about. Because they feel that all I have to do is portray I serve. All I have to do is role play it. But the wheat has been separated from the tare. The great falling away has taken place. People don't understand you are right where you need to be. I can truly tell each and every last one of you at the sound of my voice, and anyone that comes to this page, you are exactly where you should be. And what do I mean? Your mind, your heart, your spirit, your flesh is right where it needs to be. And that being said, 99.9 has brought it to the level of the flesh control. So you're right where you need to be. The main thing that's on this earth, the only thing left for Sister Deborah on this earth is he that created all things with his power. That power I cannot separate from the Creator himself. The Creator himself cannot be separated from his power. So going out here and think that the Father is the one that don't know. Let me say, the Creator is the one that don't know. You know why? Because he's not down here forcing you, making it mandatory. He's not down here, well, how would I say it? Controlling you to get to the side on his side versus the God that you serve within yourself. No, he's not doing that. Why? Because he's all power. And if you don't accept him to be the God of all power, you have accepted the God of mammon and the God of this world, the God of the flesh and the things of the flesh. That's your God. And it's not people just in Muslim and Jehovah Witness, Christians and Catholic. It's people in people. People who are even the Hebrew Israelites. They have created their God and made him what they wanted him to be. They made him how they wanted him to walk, talk, act. They made him the God of their flesh, not knowing that he's not a God of the flesh, nor is he the power that rests and serves the flesh. He is the power that rests and serves the spirit. He is the power of all, even the flesh. But he is not the power that abide in the ways of the flesh. He is the power that's in the ways of the spirit. A place that 99.9 would never reach because they think it's a soul. You think y'all down here trying to convince you? You think y'all trying to tell you, hey, no, come this way, do it this way, do this like this and do this? No, he ain't. He sent his servants. And even his servant is told the way that they do you is the way that they have already done me. So don't expect anything out of it. Don't expect it in a way that people will draw to what is spirit and truth, what is the light. So I, Sister Deborah, say unto you, many are lost with the cause and without, because they're trying to serve this creator that created all things by his power. And all things that he created works hard trying to deny that he is, that he was, and he shall always be the Yah of all creation. That's what many are missing, the power that rests there in him. And I say unto you, shalom and shalom.